right now, something enormous is hiding at the very edge of our own solar system. Astronomers can feel its powerful pull on distant worlds, but no one has ever seen it. The story begins far beyond Neptune, in a region so dark and distant that sunlight takes days to reach it. Out there, small icy worlds drift in silence. When astronomers mapped their paths, they noticed something strange. The orbits were tilted, stretched, and bent, all leaning in the same direction, like leaves pushed by an unseen wind. In 2016, 2 researchers at Caltech ran the numbers again and again. Every simulation pointed to the same answer: a hidden planet, 5 to 10 times the mass of Earth. They called it Planet 9, a world predicted by mathematics alone, orbiting the Sun once every 10,000 years, 500 times farther out than Earth. For years, telescopes searched the sky and found nothing. So humanity made a decision that would change everything. If the planet would not reveal itself, we would go and find it. The ship was built in orbit, piece by piece, over an entire decade. A vessel designed for one purpose: to cross the darkness, at the edge of everything. One explorer volunteered for the journey. Decades alone in deep space, kept alive by machines, carried forward by a question no human had ever answered. Launch day. The engines lit up the night side of Earth one final time, and the ship slipped quietly past the Moon, past Mars, past everything we know. Jupiter passed like a painted giant. Saturn's rings faded behind. Then Neptune, the last blue outpost, disappeared into the black. Out here, the sun is no longer a sun. It shrinks year after year, until it becomes just one bright star among a million others. 30 years into the voyage, the instruments finally detected it. A faint gravitational whisper, growing stronger. Something massive was waiting ahead in the dark, and then it appeared. Not a black hole, not a ghost. A real planet, vast and silent, blocking out the stars behind it. Planet 9 is an ice giant, similar to Neptune, but colder and darker than any world humans have ever seen. 10 times the mass of Earth. Its temperature sits below -220 degrees. Sunlight here is hundreds of thousands of times weaker than on Earth. Eternal twilight, frozen in place. The atmosphere glows faintly in deep blue, swirling with clouds of hydrogen and helium, wrapped around a core of rock and ice older than memory. The explorer's ship entered orbit, and for the first time in history, human eyes looked upon the 9th planet. The mystery finally had a face, but seeing the planet answered only the first question. The bigger ones were still waiting. What is it like down there? And could anyone ever live here? A probe descended through the upper clouds, into winds faster than any storm on Earth, streams of frozen gas racing through the endless night. The gravity is relentless. On this world, your body would feel far heavier, every movement a struggle. Machines, not humans, must do the exploring. There is no solid ground for thousands of kilometers, only layers of ice, gas, and darkness, pressing down toward a hidden core. Look up, and the sky is breathtaking. A million stars, sharper than anywhere on Earth, and among them one small point of light: the sun. Home. The silence is absolute. No wind you can hear. No voice. No signal. A radio message to Earth takes almost 3 days to arrive. The explorer spent months mapping the planet, its moons, its storms, and slowly, the data began to answer the question everyone back home was asking. Could humanity ever settle Planet 9? The honest answer surprised everyone back on Earth. Yes, we could, but not on the planet itself. The planet radiates heat from its own interior, energy left over from its birth. Orbital stations could harvest it and mine water ice from the nearby moons. A colony here would never see daylight. Children would grow up under artificial suns, knowing Earth only as a story and a pale dot in the sky, and the isolation would be total. A call for help would take days to arrive, and any rescue would take decades. Whoever lives here is truly alone. So the answer became clear. We could build an outpost, a lighthouse at the edge of the solar system. But a true home, that this world will never be. The explorer planted no flag and built no city. Instead, something more valuable was collected: the answer to why this planet exists at all. The data told a dramatic story. Planet 9 was not born out here. It formed close to the Sun, 4.5 billion years ago, alongside Jupiter and Saturn. But the young solar system was chaos. The giant planets shifted and wrestled in their orbits, and one of them was hurled outward, banished into the dark. It never escaped completely. The Sun's gravity held it on a long, lonely orbit, and out there it has circled ever since. Invisible, patient, pulling on distant worlds. That pull was the clue that gave it away. The tilted orbits, the strange clustering, every anomaly astronomers had puzzled over. All of it was the fingerprint of an exile. The explorer turned the ship around and began the long journey home, carrying proof that our solar system was larger, stranger, and wilder than we ever believed. And somewhere behind the ship, in the eternal night, the 9th planet keeps circling, no longer a mystery, but forever a reminder. The map of home is not finished yet.